Welcome. The Passive Sampling Technology Update team is proud to present an overview of the AGI Universal Sampler, formerly the Sorber technology. This quick video will provide a high-level overview of the device, as well as instructions on how to use, deploy, and retrieve the device. For more information on this and other passive sampling technologies, please visit the Passive Sampling Technology Update Guidance document. The Amplified Geochemical Imaging Universal Sampler, or AGI sampler, is an accumulation passive sampler. The device relies on molecular diffusion of chemicals from the surrounding media through the diffusive barrier onto an adsorbent without the forced movement of air. The sampler or module yields an accumulated chemical mass, which can be correlated with concentrations in the sample media. The adsorbent material is sealed in an expandable, microporous, polytetrafluoroethylene tube, or membrane. A unique feature of the AGI sampler is that the membrane is water repellent, which allows for diffusion of gases to penetrate the sampler membrane and collect on the adsorbent material. This allows the device to be used in a variety of environmental media. The AGI sampler collects chemicals in soil, air, or water. It is ideal for source zone characterization in soil, delineation of a contaminant plume in groundwater, and assessing if vapor intrusion is occurring at a site. The AGI sampler is most frequently used to sample soil gas in the vadose zone and both indoor and outdoor air. However, this device can also collect chemical concentrations in dissolved gases found in saturated soils, groundwater, surface water, or pore water. The AGI sampler is approximately 1/4 inch in diameter and 13 inches long, and consists of a polytetrafluoroethylene membrane tube that surrounds 4 interconnected sorber pockets that contain engineered sorbent material. The membrane is microporous, expandable, and relatively chemically inert. Each sorber pocket is approximately 1 inch long and 1/10 of an inch in diameter. The pockets contain a granular adsorbent material selected based on the specific target chemicals. Hydrophobic carbonaceous and polymeric resins are used for both volatile and semi-volatile organic compounds. However, the adsorbent material can be custom designed for other chemicals of interest. Each module comes from the manufacturer in a glass vial with an aluminum tag attached for sampler tracking. When deploying the AGI sampler to collect soil gas samples, follow these steps to install the device. Before going out into the field, verify the sampling kit provided has all of the necessary supplies and that the serial numbers on the samplers match those on the glass vials. In the field, drill a vertical boring at least 1.2 inches in diameter and up to 36 inches deep. Once the boring is drilled, the field personnel must cut a 72-inch length of string and loop it through the eyelet of the supplied cork. The AGI sampler is then removed from the glass vial. The string is threaded through the looped end and secured with a knot. Next, one of the stainless steel insertion rods is placed into the dedicated pocket of the sampler, and both the rod and sampler are inserted into the boring, ensuring the module is pushed down to the target sampling depth. Once the sampler is pushed to the target depth, the rod is detached, ideally by twisting, and removed from the borehole. The string, which extends up from the sampler and is looped through the bottom of the cork, should be tied and knotted. The cork is then used to seal the boring, and the field personnel records the installation date and time. Once the sample collection period is reached, typically 7 to 10 days, field personnel should take the following steps to retrieve the sampler. First, remove the cork by hand or with a pry tool and pull the string up to remove the sampler from the boring. Once removed, the string is cut. The sampler is wiped clean using a clean cloth rag or paper towel, returned to the corresponding glass vial, and logged onto the provided chain of custody. The samples are packaged and then can be shipped to AGI's laboratory for analysis. The AGI modules do not have to be kept cold for shipment. When deploying the AGI sampler to collect indoor or outdoor air samples, follow these steps to install the device. Before going out into the field, verify that the sampling kit has all the necessary supplies and that the serial numbers on the samplers match those on the glass vials. And remember to take additional supplies and equipment needed for installation, such as pre-cut pieces of string, nails, or push pins. At each location, remove the sampler from its jar and reseal the empty jar. The sampler is then attached to the sample location using the predetermined method of hanging. Once deployed, the field personnel should record the sampler's serial number, the installation date, and time on a sampling log. The samplers are then left to passively collect air for the deployment time, which can range from days to months. Once the sample collection period is reached, the field personnel will remobilize to the site to retrieve the samplers. Remove the securing device from the module. Wipe the sampler clean if necessary. Using a clean cloth rag or paper towel, return to the corresponding glass vial and logged onto the provided chain of custody. The samples are packaged and then can be shipped to AGI's laboratory for analysis. Some of the advantages of the AGI device include: the modules are simple to assemble, install, retrieve, and requires no decontamination, which can reduce costs and sampling errors. The samplers can be used to detect a wide range of volatile and semi-volatile organic compounds. The modules can be used to sample a variety of media and be used in small diameter wells. The residence time of the samplers is short compared to other accumulation passive samplers, and the AGI samplers are excellent for the delineation of soil and groundwater plumes. Some limitations of the device are: calibrations are required when measuring concentrations of dissolved gases in groundwater. The modules must be analyzed in AGI's laboratory. The detections of certain chemicals is limited by the vapor pressure of those chemicals. The sampler cannot be used for vertical delineation of soil gas in a boring, and analytical results may not be acceptable for risk assessments. Here are some important takeaways and considerations for the AGI sampler. The modules can be used to sample in a variety of media, making the device a versatile technology for collecting environmental samples at project sites. Consulting the technology's manufacturer can assist users of the device in adjusting the samplers to meet the project's specific data quality objectives. The samplers are primarily used to assess volatile and semi-volatile organic compounds. However, when used in aqueous media, the primary chemicals sampled are dissolved gases, such as methane. AGI samplers are one-time use, regardless of media. For more information on the AGI sampler and other passive sampling technologies, check out the ITRC Passive Sampling Update Web Guidance.